So what was it like to kind of team up with Guillermo del Toro to make a TV show?
It was incredible, you know. Like I met him like 6 years ago, like in a pitch that I did in his Bleach mansion, you know, and Bleak House, and it was like really amazing to engage with him, and like, you know, after that meeting that I had with him, like, you know, it's like told me about Trollhunters and kind of said in Spanish, "Vente cabrón." So I couldn't say no to that, you know.
Have you been to Bleak House as well as the Guillermo's like crazy house in LA with all the statues of monsters and stuff, right?
Yeah, I went. We actually did some Trollhunters work at Bleak House, and I came back and I told my wife, you can no longer give me crap about the amount of toys and stuff I buy. But it's incredible. It really is. If you live in the Los Angeles area, you should check out the LACMA exhibit. It is literally the tip of the iceberg in terms of Guillermo's incredible collection, but it gives you a wonderful sense as to what Bleak House is like.
So what are you guys trying to accomplish with Trollhunters, and why did you want to go with Netflix for Trollhunters?
So for me, it was a tone in animation that is not usual. It's not something you do these days, and just, you know, kind of like mixing a little bit of the scary and the fun, and you know, kind of discovering this amazing troll world that only Guillermo del Toro can bring to the screen through the kids' eyes. It was really something special. So yeah, that's just the opportunity to actually do that. And Netflix has been, and DreamWorks TV has been really generous with how they've been, you know, letting us explore all these themes. Yeah.
How about for you, Marc?
Yeah, Netflix has been so great. They really know their brand, they know their platform, and you know, oftentimes when you develop a project, a lot of the notes you get are trying to shrink the project and shrink it away from what your initial conception was, and Netflix has always been the opposite. Netflix has always been encouraging us, go bigger, expand the world even more, you know, more, which is so great. It's very refreshing, and it's exciting because, you know, like Rodrigo was saying, like we're going for a tone that's, you know, very sophisticated for a quote-unquote family show, and it really harkens back to the Amblin films of the 80s, where, you know, what I think what made those movies so magical is they didn't talk down to the audience, you know, they didn't even talk down to the kids, you know, they trust that the kids could follow a sophisticated story, and they trust that the kids could handle the occasional scare, and they can. And we've, you know, by doing this project as a long-form serialized show, we were able to tell a much larger story and expand the world far greater than we otherwise could if we had stayed keeping it as a movie like we were originally conceiving it.
Has the success of Stranger Things on Netflix, which also kind of harkens back to that bygone era, has that been encouraging to you guys?
Oh yeah, we love the show, you know, and again, you know, we started this. It's funny, we started this like around 5-6 years ago, so with that intention. So again, it's that idea of, like, you know, again, discovering worlds and looking at through the kids' eyes, and actually, you know, feeling like it's the first time you see and you experience a world like this, that I think is what is appealing in a show like this, and especially in Trollhunters. It's just like, you know, just having, again, not only Jim having to deal with his normal high school life and all that you know, that entails, but also like how he has to kind of manage that troll hunter and being in this kind of foreign world, that, you know, and dealing with its strange magical creatures that, you know, only Guillermo del Toro can bring to the screen. So.
Last question then, Marc. I have to ask you about Arrow 100. I think you just shot it. What was that like, and what's it like bringing Supergirl into Arrow's world finally?
Well, we're still in the midst of it. We're just about to finish. I did watch yesterday Supergirl's dailies. And it's thrilling and exciting to see her on screen interacting with our characters. I'm very excited about the episode because it's not only the 100th episode, but it's also the middle chapter of our 3-part crossover event. And you know, I want to say that it actually does a very good job on both counts, which you would think is impossible, but I think the crossover is very well served. At the same time, we really do honor the fact that it's the 100th episode and it's a love letter to the fans. Yeah.